Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This is the third episode of All You Do Is Win with Ty Nguyen, and I will be giving you knife advices. And all the advice been great so far. People had success with them. And do you agree, my co-host Zach Busby? Everybody, this is Zach.
Hi, yes, I do agree. A lot of people have been writing in letting me know about how your advice has changed their life significantly for the better. And I know for me, you've helped me a lot with professionality and being prompt and just organization and being careful about certain things. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I definitely help you with that. Y'all should see Zach room. Whoa,
We're good. Just keep it going. We're live.
are you sure?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna start off by letting you know what I'm drinking. This is our sponsor. It's a sake from California called Naga Ragawa Taikawa.
And I'll translate that for everybody.
Okay,
That means rice water with Kool Aid.
take a shot.
And I'm also drinking. I'll wait for you to take a shot though to explain my drink. Well, that looks good.
Smooth.
Perfect. This is I've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of my friends who watch the show, who are concerned about my intake of eggs. They're saying, Zach, you're drinking too many eggs. It's not healthy. So I heard your feedback. This is a martini. It's a egg white martini. I got the yolks out, so I'm on the right path. So it's just egg yolks, tequila, and half of what I think was a lime.
That sounds like a fucked up energy drink.
It does taste a lot like 3-day-old Red Bull. I gotta tell you.
Maybe you
But
should pitch that to Red Bull.
I would. I'm gonna pour it into a styrofoam cup for the rest of the show. I don't like the glass that I poured it in. But hey, we got a good show ahead of us today. I know for a fact that you've been really excited about this one. You called me at 3 a.m. last night and told me that you were just really fucking psyched. And
Yeah, that's when I wake up, 3 a.m.
that's coincidentally that's when I woke up too, when you fucking called me.
Are you sure I didn't bother you?
Oh no, it was great. I know my place. I know I'm second in command around here, so I'm at whenever you need me.
I mean, okay, I like that. For our
Even if
first
it's
segment,
3 o'clock in the morning.
what about 3 o'clock at night? I mean,
Same
during
thing.
the day.
Oh, I prefer that. If
You
you're gonna
prefer
actually
that?
ask me what my preference is, yeah, I prefer the afternoon
Oh,
rather
I'm
than
sorry. I should have
what's known as
asked
a
you.
witching hour.
You should
Yeah,
have spoke
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Well, no, like I said, I don't mind. It's just if you asked me what my preference was, it would be in the afternoon, not during the witching hour, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I was just so excited.
I could tell. You mentioned that. You said that about 20 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our first segment. It's called Viet News. I will be telling y'all exciting news from Vietnam, and Zach will translate it into English. The reason
Hmm.
why we do this is because I can't read it in Vietnamese and translate it at the same time. I mean,
Hmm.
who have that brain power? So that's where Zach comes in.
Hmm.
And Zach actually have a college degree. Yeah, he's still paying off from college.
Hmm.
Tell them about that, Zach.
I'm $61,000 in debt.
That's all you need to know.
Hmm.
All right, for our news. Giáo viên hợp đồng và lời nhắn nhủ tới lãnh đạo Hà Nội.
A man in Florida has recently discovered what he believes to be the fountain of youth in a public restroom in a 7-Eleven, I believe.
Right on. Nhiều giáo viên hợp đồng tại Hà Nội đang đề đạt chính quyền xem lại quyết định.
Okay, yeah. So he's charging $3 a ticket He's only on Venmo. You have to send it to his girlfriend's Venmo because he's having trouble with his bank account. But you can put your feet, I believe, in the fountain of youth, which again is what appears to be a puddle of piss inside of a public restroom in a 7-Eleven in Florida.
Theo đó, thành phố phê duyệt tổng số chỉ tiêu còn thiếu của các trường mầm non.
He is also bottling excess water from said puddle. And you can buy it for, again, $3 on his girlfriend's Venmo. And you have to drink it in front of him, though. That's the only, it's a fetish of his. It's a Florida man's fetish.
Yeah. Vietnam, no Florida.
Is it Vietnam?
Yeah, but it's
They're reporting.
Yeah.
They're reporting on Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why, like out of all the state. Maybe coronavirus?
I think geographically, it might be the closest to Vietnam.
No lie. I seen people in Vietnam when I went back there, they dressed like they just in Florida, like Hawaiian shirt and khaki short. Yeah, and just knittering in public.
Is that something that people in Florida do a lot?
Yeah.
Huh. I've never been to either Florida or Vietnam.
Okay. Hopefully you don't have to.
I would rather go to Vietnam.
Really?
100%.
I mean, they're both very similar. They're very hot and wet.
Well, I can translate what people that are speaking Vietnamese, what they're saying, but I couldn't understand a fucking word that someone from Florida tried to say to me.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for our segment, we have some audience member who have questions. So I'm gonna give them advice.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question is, this one is by Josh. Josh asks, there have been an increase in UFO sighting. Why is that?
Well, Josh, before you get into that one, Ty, I just want to let everybody know if you have questions, just like Josh did, don't be afraid to reach out to us. This is probably the week we've gotten the most responses, so keep that up, guys. Go ahead, Ty. Tell them why people are seeing those little gray guys in the sky.
People are seeing those gray guys due to technology is getting more sophisticated. So we have countries all around the world testing out stealth technology. So a UFO means unidentified. So all those stealth airplane that they have are unidentified. Why would they want to identify it?
It's a really good point.
Yeah.
I do want to stress that I don't think that these UFO sightings are other countries with their stealth aircraft. I do believe them to be aliens from other planets. The Pentagon recently released footage that was captured by, I think, the Air Force, if I'm not mistaken, where Air Force pilots had video footage of aircraft seemingly defying every law of physics that we know. Now, the planet Remular is probably about, I think, 57 million light years away. And that's my guess. It's Remular.
Huh. So what do you think alien have invested in Earth? Or they just
Justin Bieber. They want to track the career of Justin Bieber and see if just see where he goes, see where this whole fucking thing's heading.
You know, there's a crazy conspiracy theory that Justin Bieber is a reptilian alien.
I don't think that's that crazy. I think that if you have like a solid grasp of what's actually going on in the world today, it's not that crazy to assume that Bieber could be some kind of reptilian human hybrid. I could see that.
I mean, if he is, why would they pick him out of all the people?
It's his hair. I think it has a lot to do with his hair, and he's got some good dance moves. I like that one song that he did with Chance the Rapper. called Juke Jam. I like that song.
I never heard that one. I heard the Baby song.
Oh yeah, that was before he met Chance the Rapper. Yeah, Juke Jam's it's a hit. I'll tell you what, and it has a lot to do with roller rinks, like skating rinks.
Yeah.
The culture that goes on at those places.
Okay, cool. We have a question from one of our live audience.
Hmm.
The question is, what is the best drink to make to get laid?
I'll let you field this one.
The best drink to make to get laid?
Well, can I ask you this? Because I know we can't ask it unless the viewer wants to chime in here.
Go ahead.
Do you mean for you to drink or the person that you were trying to engage in consensual intercourse with?
You're right. That's a good
Who's
question.
drinking the spirit in this case?
Could you clarify the question for us?
Both
Both
of
of
you.
you.
Hmm.
I mean, if both of y'all want it,
Hmm.
then any drink would do. You just have to reach a certain level. And if you don't want to seem like a slut, then you could
Hmm.
drink White Claw because the marketing make it look non-slut. It look like a fucking Red Bull.
Huh. I didn't realize that White Claw had such a invested interest in looking non-slut.
Oh
But
yeah, they
I
do.
personally
They
would
even
say that,
taste non-slut. If you taste a White Claw, you couldn't taste the snuttiness in there.
huh.
As opposed to a Four Loko. Oh, that shit is nutty.
I've never had either of those two beverages. Whenever I'm trying to get laid,
Uh-huh.
and trying to get that other person to have sex with me, I
Yeah.
always stay away from alcoholic beverages. Now, the question didn't specify. I would just say like a glass of whole milk, and just get two silly straws and share the glass of milk.
Milk give me diarrhea. I'm lactose
And
intolerant.
that's fun in the bedroom if that's what they're into.
Yeah, I mean, if that what they want.
It's called scatting.
Scatting? Shitting
Yeah.
on somebody is called scatting?
Yeah, when you shit on your lover in the bedroom, it's called scatting.
Dude, thank you for telling me that. Cause
Hey,
I
man. Well, you've been getting on to me. You're saying that each episode I'm not researched enough.
yeah,
You called me. You called my
yeah,
mom. You called this girl that I've been seeing. You're telling all of them that I'm not taking the job seriously enough. So I did about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours worth of studying on scatting in the sexual manner. I do have another question here. This
yeah.
one came up to me on Facebook. The user did ask to keep their name concealed, but it
Hmm.
is a comedian in the scene. My family wants me to keep going to church with them, but I do not believe in God. How do I tell them that I am, in fact, a practicing witch?
I would start off by first, breaking it to them easily.
Hmm.
Just have an obsession with Harry Potter. And then
Hmm.
start going outside in the wood more often.
Are there witches in Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Huh. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
yeah. No, I don't think so. Is Voldemort a witch?
Sounds like it. Is he
Uh,
is Voldemort, is that Harry Potter?
no, that's his main enemy. Is like
Huh.
the
That's
main.
why they have different names?
Yeah,
Okay, I see.
I mean Harry Potter has similar witch aesthetic. They ride around in a broom.
So you're watching Harry Potter with your family and you lean over and just go, "I'm not that far off actually
Yeah, so you
from
gotta break
Harry and his
it down.
friends."
Yeah. Yeah, that remind me, I had a friend that's gay, right? And his whole
Mhm.
family is like super Catholic religious. And he has,
Mhm.
how could I let my family know? So my advice to him is
Was to watch Harry Potter with them?
no, my advice is since he's into like filmmaking, I was like, how
Mhm.
about you make a film where you play like a gay person and
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in that film you make out, and then you just show your mom that film, your
Mm-hmm.
family that film.
Well, that seems like there's an added element of trickery to it because your mom thinks that you're just this actor and you're
Yeah,
playing a role. I
yeah.
think, and I mean, to answer all these questions because I don't know what it's like to be a gay person, and I don't know what the struggle you must feel to come out to your family, especially if they're religious. But I would just recommend probably just uh, kind of tying in with the witch question from earlier, just watch Blair Witch Project with your family and just kind of at the end of it go, huh? What do you think? That's that's my advice.
That's a great advice, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Question from the audience. A friend of mine is having a hard time getting some. They've tried dating apps and farmers markets. What would you do? Um, Now, Ty, you go ahead and field this one because I think that you might have a little bit more to say on something like this.
They tried dating apps and farmer market. It
Have you
seems
tried
like,
farmersonly.com?
is that what it is? Farmer market?
Well, I think
I
that
was
kind of
thinking,
combines the two.
I was thinking like they went to Whole Food or Sprout,
Hmm.
but I guess they meant the farmer dating app.
Well, no. I think we're getting wires crossed here. There is a farmers dating app called farmersonly.com, but
Uh-huh.
I think they did mean farmers market. I don't think Whole Foods is technically a farmers market. I think it's a grocery store.
Yeah.
But you had the right idea. It's kind of like that. It's more like it's outside. A farmer's market has to be outside near a barn, I believe.
Okay. Huh.
If you're having trouble meeting somebody, my advice is to go to a coffee shop, pull out your laptop, start working on that screenplay you've been putting off for a long time, and start openly weeping. And the first person that you find attractive that tries to comfort you, ask for their number.
Because you know they're caring. They have a
That's
good heart.
That's the only way it works for me.
Yeah. And then
So,
you invite them over for some White Claw.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
The best drink to get made.
Or just like a glass of whole milk,
I mean, they
vitamin
they
D.
like eating healthy.
Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, hopefully that advice, listener, I hope that advice, you start fucking real soon.
Yeah, we have a lot of horny audience members in the house tonight.
Speaking
And
of, I did get before we get to the audience, because we do have some more questions popping up there. I did get this one. They've requested that I only use their first name, so I won't say their last name. But John asks, "My girlfriend is only into anal sex. It's not really my jam. How do I fix this?" So
I like how he used the word jam.
yeah, no, it's definitely the correct onomatopoeia for that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's saying that his girl only wants it in one specific way, and it's
Uh,
not his way. How does he fix this issue?
in a relationship, you have to compromise. So he
Hmm.
could set like, it's about giving and receiving. So he's like, hey, if I stick it in your butt,
Hmm.
why won't you do something else for me in return? So you can
See,
use the
that seems
bargaining chip.
tricky when you phrase it like that, though.
I mean, you kind of have to like, you know,
Hmm.
let her know that hey, like putting my dick in your butt doesn't
Hmm.
really turn me on like that, but I do it because I love you.
Hmm.
You know what? And here's what I like. I like
Scatting.
scatting. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's a fair exchange. Scatting for anal.
It seems like yeah, they would. You could do one activity right after the other pretty easily.
Yeah. Quick
Yeah.
one too.
We got a question here in the chat. My boss won't give me a raise, but I deserve one. how do I get my boss to give me more money? Um,
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on having a job during a pandemic, you lucky fuck.
And congrats to having high self-esteem to know that you
Mhm,
deserve more.
mhm,
My advice is, have you seen Fight Club? That
mhm,
scene with Brad Pitt, he
mhm,
wanna get money from the company, so he just started beating himself up in his boss office. Then he
mhm.
said, "Hey, now will I get that money?" And the guy gave it to him.
And then at the end, Gwyneth Paltrow's head was in a box.
Yeah. So if you want your life to be that exciting, I suggest you do that. But if you want it to be like more mild, then
Mhm.
Zach could give you the advice.
Yeah, what I would recommend doing is just start sending, like calling Pizza Hut and having them deliver pizzas to your boss's house. Um, Now, at first, he's probably going to be like, I was hungry anyway. I'll go ahead and pay for this pizza. But if you keep doing it, he's going to be like, man, I can't afford all these pizzas. And go, hey, I can't afford to pay my fucking rent. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's an issue." And then he gives you a raise, hoping for good karma, and then you just stop calling Pizza Hut and delivering pizzas. And he thinks it was a karma thing, but it was really you assaulting him with Italian pies.
Yeah, I agree. Remember to bring up Buddhism during your conversation with your boss.
Also, bring up Buddhism if your girlfriend only wants to do anal.
Yeah, that too.
Hmm.
Karma. You know the
Hmm.
karma of somebody sticking inside your butt and you don't give them anything in return?
Hmm.
That's
It's all.
multiple reincarnation.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm in this life right now due to the exact same thing I did in the past life.
And in
I
your
was
past life, you refused to have anal sex with your girlfriend.
No, I was a girl and I made the guy stick in my butt, but I
But you
was
didn't reciprocate.
yeah, I didn't reciprocate. I didn't
Mm.
let him scat on me.
Mm.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've realized the error of your ways, and
Yeah, it took me a long time. I'm 32 and I realized that when
you
I
don't
was
look a day over 31.
dude, look at my hand on it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good look for you.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
I think it
Oh.
works.
Are you just saying that because you're my assistant and you're trying to not get kicked out of the show or you want a raise?
I will say this, 99% of the compliments I give you are for that reason, but this one I'm giving you genuinely.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm,
Shout to that.
mhm. Do we have any other questions?
I have one question from an audience member, and I was hesitating bringing it up because this person couldn't get in contact with you, Zach.
Oh, they're
Um,
trying to get in contact with me?
is your ex girlfriend, and she say that Zach took my cat, not a vagina, but an actual cat, after we broke up, and he blocked me on other social media and
Mhm,
changed his
mhm.
phone number. So what's up
Uh-huh.
with that? What's a cat?
Feel kind of blindsided right now. First of all, the reason you haven't been able to get in contact with me is because I don't want you doing shit like this. Uh, it's not your cat; it was our cat, and then you cheated on me, so I kept the cat. Um, I thought I stated that pretty clearly to you in our last form of communication. I kept Cooper. Yes, I'll say it now. It's been many
Cooper?
years removed. Yes, Cooper's the cat's name. It's many years removed now. I did keep him originally out of spite, but I don't even know why you're still fucking asking about him. You haven't seen him in like 5 years. Get over it.
Um, how's your cat doing? Is it in
The
good
cat's
health?
great. The cat's fucking great, Ty.
Where is it?
It's somewhere around here.
You don't
He's
even know where her cat is.
It's not her fucking cat, okay? It's my fucking cat.
You
I've
just said you
taken
took it out of spite.
originally, yeah, I did, Ty. And I think I had every fucking right to. She cheated on me with the man. They had sex together while we were still together. So I kept
And
a so I kept a fucking cat. Does that make me the bad guy here? No.
what do y'all think? Like, I
Let's
mean,
see some fucking
cheating is
responses in the chat.
horrible. It's a horrible experience.
First of all, how do you even to my ex? How do you even know I'm doing this show? Like, are you friends with her? On how does she reach out to you?
She messaged me
Uh, how are you guys friends on Facebook?
through Messenger. She wasn't my friend, so I had to check like the other side Messenger.
Well,
So
I mean, these are things that we should. I know my role. Okay, let me just say that I know I'm second in command around here. I'm not on any of the promo stuff. It's your name in the title. I understand that, but we do have pre-production meetings. You could have brought this up to me. I feel like you kind of blindsided me here
because I
for
knew
shock value.
you would say no, and I promised her I'll try and get an answer. And it sound kind of like maybe she thinks you're an amazing boyfriend and she missed you.
Yeah, I see that there in the chat too. Thank you, fan, for saying that I sound like an amazing boyfriend. That being said, I actually was a really good boyfriend. I'm sorry, I'm very flustered right now, but I don't understand why if you're watching right now, as I've told you before, stop checking in on me, stop watching me. We're done. The cat's mine, and that's how it's going to be forever. I've cleaned up his shit out of the litter box for 5 years on my own. I don't need you anymore. You're done. We're done. Okay. I don't fucking need you. Hurt my wrist on that one.
It seems like you're doing fine on your own.
I am doing great, man. I don't need.
I mean, look at your room. That's your room shows everything about you.
Yeah, I'm successful. Move on. I'm done with this. Do we have any more fucking questions?
Um, we have one more question. This person want to remain anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
I just got out of prison with a felony. How do I make money?
I'll let you field this one first.
Okay. So you just got out of prison, right? And you probably don't want to fill out any job application. Because when you fill out job application, they ask you that question: are you ever been convicted of a felony? That's a shitty question to answer. I know how that felt because I'm a good boy. My advice to you is apply for start your own business. Go and just apply for a business. It doesn't have to be a real business. It costs like $40 to make like an application, and that business could be anything. And with COVID going on right now, the government are giving out different grant and loan, so you could make money off of that. You could. Can you still drive for Lyft or Uber if you have like a felony?
I don't believe you can. No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You know what? That business that you started, that's your own rideshare business.
Ride sharing company.
Yeah.
I think that you as you mentioned earlier, and we're gonna have one more question after this. I just reached out to somebody.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier it's hard with the job application process because they do ask you if you're a convicted felon. So
Yeah.
I think that if there's like a job,
information.
there's a job that you want.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to work at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You just show up and you start helping out.
Yeah.
You're not on the payroll, but then they start to go, "Hey, man, this guy's knocking out quite a few quesadillas." They'll probably hire you without even asking you about your if you were a felon or not.
You know what? I like that strategy. With that same strategy, you can do it in a Vietnamese restaurant.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can do it at any Taco Bell is just what was on my mind because I'm having some delivered later.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of restaurant I know,
Mm-hmm.
the people in the kitchen, they don't want to talk too much.
Yeah, I used to be a waiter at Denny's, and the entire kitchen staff were convicted felons. So you can just work at Denny's. I once smoked a joint with a chef at Denny's at 3 o'clock in the morning during a graveyard shift. And once we finished the joint, he said, "Hey, not too bad for that legal stuff, right?" It turns out it was K2, which is not the same thing as marijuana. And
Dude, that shit is crazy.
yeah,
I smoked it before.
I was literally in front of the bathroom mirror at Denny's trying to console myself, saying, "You're okay. You're okay." And there was a homeless person in the bathroom with me for 10 minutes. I didn't see him. And he looked at me. He's like, "You are okay." And I just ran out screaming. But
Well, you fucked up when a homeless person tell you you're okay.
yeah, I mean, I take a lot of advice from homeless people because at the end of the day, they're still people. And I don't like how people try to put them in boxes. I think the only thing separating me from a homeless person is the fact that I'm good with money. I have a house. And anyway,
Um,
I actually reached out to somebody to ask one more question here. I
what?
reached out to your ex-girlfriend,
Okay.
and
Jeez.
she has a question for you. It's not really so much advice; it's just a direct question. She said, "What gives you the right?"
What gives me the right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
what-
she's asking another. Who do you think you are? Oh, we're taking off our suit jackets. That sounds good. It's pretty fucking hot.
who do I think I am?
Yeah. Who do you think you are? I think that's how she wanted me to read it.
Um, I'm somebody that
Do you feel
will stick
blindsided?
it inside your butt, even though
Mm.
I don't like that stuff.
Hmm.
It's illegal in Vietnam and is against the Bible, but I
That's not
do it
true.
anyway
It's
because
not
I
against the
know.
Bible. It's not against the Bible.
Okay, I must be reading the wrong version.
Well,
Did
the
LeBron
the
James?
phrase sodomites in the Bible actually refers to, if you actually follow the actual translation, it's more akin to the word pedophile than it is to having anal sex. So nowhere in the Bible does it say you can't stick it in someone's butt as long as they shit on your chest afterwards.
Well, you know what? You just solved the whole dilemma. We was arguing about like
Are you
reading.
guys getting back together?
Um, we could. I
She said,
mean,
well, she said, "Where do you get off?"
where,
So,
where do I get off?
yeah, where do you get off?
Like, what get me off?
I don't think that's what she's asking, but if that's how you want to answer the question.
That when do I get off the show?
No. The phrase "Where do you get off?" is basically saying it's basically the same question as "Who do you think you are?" What gives you the right? She's actually just asking the same question three different ways.
Oh, okay.
She sounds like a keeper, Ty. She sounds like doesn't sound like a broken record at all.
Um, funny you mentioned record because when I was with
Ooh,
her, it felt like the same song playing over and over again.
what song would that be?
Um, the song where you know that song by that
"Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac.
no, that song that by Coolio, Gangsta Paradise.
Oh yeah. I know that song. Is that Coolio?
Yeah, she
That's
wanna
Tupac, right?
no
Tupac.
Coolio, Gangsta
Huh.
Paradise. Totally different person.
Well, I know they're different people. I just thought that was
Nah,
a
Tupac
Tupac
have a
song.
song called "Is There a Ghetto in a Heaven?" So you might mistake
That's
that.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Oh, Elvis Presley. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, she want me to stick it in her butt to that song, and me being grew up
You
Catholic,
want
it fucked with
you
my mind
wanted to
because
you wanted to do It's a Landslide.
heaven, like Gangsta Paradise, is a song about dying and going to heaven,
Mhm.
and I'm sticking inside her butt.
Mhm.
And I was under the impression that you can't do that when you're Catholic, but you just
Mhm.
told me that you can. So
Yeah, no, you can,
uh,
definitely. If I were to engage in consensual anal sex with a lady, and she asked me what song I would play, I would say "Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac. But every time where they say "landslide," I'd say "mudslide." Climbed a
I actually
mountain and
never
then it's
heard that
anal
song.
sex. I'm putting my jacket back on. We got another segment here, right? What's the
Yeah.
next segment? Is it corn
The next
streaming?
segment is I'm gonna try out some new snack that I bought.
Tie before you try.
Yeah, tie before you try. Tie before you buy.
There you go.
I'm gonna be the scapegoat. I'm gonna sacrifice myself before you try it. I went to the Asian market today and I bought this. You see it?
Are those Kit Kats?
Yeah, it's Ruby Chocolate Kit Kat.
Oh wow.
So this is what people eat in China, exotic Kit Kat.
Huh. What is the Ruby? Is that referring to some kind of like strawberry flavoring in it?
Oh wow. It's not even a Kit Kat. It come in one. You don't even break this shit off.
Well, they did that for you. That's one of my least favorite parts about Kit Kats is having to do what I believe should be the candy maker's job.
Chinese people think of everything.
I agree.
That's why they're so smart.
Huh.
I'm Chinese.
Well, huh.
Yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
No, because every time you've told me you were Vietnamese.
You know,
that's why I didn't know that, because you told me something different.
You know, China have a huge influence in Vietnam.
Yeah, I do know that.
Kind of like Germany with the Jews.
With the what? Germany with the Jews?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a tenuous relationship, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then the French took over, which I'm happy because the French gave us the alphabet.
Huh.
So I had to write and all those stick shit, like all those sticks.
Yeah.
If I will, that shit would fuck me up big time. You know how easy it is to make a mistake when you just.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with the alphabet, so I can only imagine what it must have been like to use sticks, as you're saying.
So thank you, French, and you also gave us bánh mì. You heard of bánh mì? You ate that?
No, what is that?
It's a Vietnamese sandwich, but they use French bread, and it's delicious.
Oh, I have had that. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So thank you for the French, and also due to the French, there's another building in Vietnamese that look Victorian style. So another building in Vietnamese look really cool.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I like the French people. I like French too. I like banh mi.
Yeah. And
how's that Kit Kat? How does it taste?
Look at it. You see this?
What kind of crumbling is that? What's on there?
It looks like a fucking rock. Like you dig inside like a hill, and then you get this rock.
It seems to me like that Kit Kat company is just gathering scat and turning it into a chocolate bar.
You know what? I think they're getting away with this because you can't sue them. This probably not even like authorized by Kit Kat.
Probably not.
It said
How does it taste?
Nestle. Is that?
Yeah, Nestle. They own everything though.
Okay.
Even black market stuff.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they own my kidney.
I can't wait to try it.
Give it a shot. That looks good. Are you going in for the second bite? Oh shit, he's going for the double dip. Oh man. I like whenever you eat something, you take us on that journey with you through silence, which is great. I can feel that silence.
It's really weird. Like it has like the texture of a Kit Kat, but since it's not chocolate, it tastes nothing like a Kit Kat.
If it's not chocolate, what is it?
The taste could be described as romantic, like something
Huh.
you would like give away on February for Valentine or something.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of
So you're
like,
saying it tastes like give me something a little bit more a little less abstract than romance.
let me eat another one.
Okay. Well, technically you're eating one Kit Kat now.
You're right.
Mhm.
That's how Chinese people probably try and trick you.
I don't yeah, I'm not going to touch that one.
Velvet.
Velvet. So you're
That
like a
word
red
came from
velvet?
velvet.
Yeah, red velvet is still chocolate though.
The coating feel chocolate. The coating,
Mhm. Mhm. I got to tell you, I'm getting hungry looking at this bad boy.
and it's very sweet.
Huh.
So if you're not a big fan of sweet, I
A
mean,
sweet
Kit
a
Kat is
sweet candy
sweet.
bar? What's next?
I mean, Kit Kat are sweet anyway.
Mhm.
And
Someone
they
in the
have this,
chat said
see
someone
this?
in the
The cinnamon.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's what give it the texture.
Mhm. So,
Um,
someone in the chat said velvet taco. I want to know what that means.
there's a restaurant at the Domain called Velvet Taco, and they
Hmm.
make upscale taco.
Huh.
And I know this because I used to drive for Uber Eats. I would pick up food at Velvet Taco at the Domain.
Doesn't velvet taco also sound like a euphemism for a vagina though?
Oh shit! It sounds
So
like
do
a
they
French vagina.
the French edit again, you know? I actually have a little bit something to try too. Um, the packaging doesn't matter because this says melatonin, but it's actually some LSD I picked up from a friend of mine. And I'm going to tell you guys how that is. So
Oh fuck!
we'll see how that goes. Oh, also tastes like romance, so that's good. That should kick in. Oh, I put that in my coffee cup. Jesus, fuck me on the cross. Well, that should kick in about 10 to 15 right as we're wrapping up. But do you have anything else you wanted to tie before you buy?
Yeah, there's one more. I picked this up. It's called Hodokai Caramel.
It looks like a caramel condom package.
Yeah, it's a weird packaging for like a candy.
Looks like a Rick and Morty character on the cover there too.
Yeah, and this character have a baseball bat and have a square head.
What will they think of next? Whew, it's getting hot in here.
Wow. No,
Look at that. Is that like is it another pack? You have a propensity to buy things that have extra packaging underneath the original packaging. Do you realize that about yourself? It's pretty wasteful.
um, I think because we made the Chinese people that way.
You mind if I keep my arm like this for the rest of the show?
No, I don't mind. You're on
Thank you.
LSD, so I won't understand why you do what you do, but you're on LSD, so it makes sense to you.
Yeah. Yes. How's that caramel?
I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Well, I'll go ahead and give you guys some commentary.
It's
Um,
very hard. It's one of those things you put in
seemed
your
hard.
mouth and then it will slowly dissolve.
Yeah, you got to spit on it a couple times to make it less hard.
Oh, this is horrible. Just like those candy on Halloween that you do not want, those brown sticky candy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
As a kid, and when they give it to you, it just spots your soul. You're like,
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
my favorite Halloween candy is Skittles,
Mm-hmm.
M&M, Kit Kat,
Mm-hmm.
candy that seem like people put some thought into them.
Yeah. Nothing says thought like two round candies like Skittles
Yeah,
and M&Ms.
yeah. This is like somebody gave you a fucking peppermint. You got peppermint on Halloween?
That was my favorite one, peppermints.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Are you
Because
on LSD? Is that what you're saying
when
that?
I was a kid and still presently, my breath was bumping, dude.
Dude.
I think is that it? What do you
Yeah.
give it on a scale? Give me the scales on a scale 1 to 5
1 to
on the
5,
first
I
candy.
give this a fucking -5. It's horrible.
Oh shit!
This?
The romantic Kit Kat. How was that
I
one?
I give it a 3 if you're single, but if you're in love and
Which
you
you
want
just
to
got back
fuck,
with your ex, right? Because you're
yeah,
gonna,
then this
yeah.
is a 5.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good. I give my right now the LC. I give it a 6.
A 6?
Yes.
Are you seeing stuff?
Yeah, I see you clearly. Everything's fine. The connection's fine.
Okay. Since you're on LSD, look at this thing in the back of my wall. You know what that
Yeah.
is?
There are 23 spots on that.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah, you showed me that in the first episode.
But now you're on LSD, so you will have a different perspective.
Yeah, it still looks pretty shitty.
Dude, fuck you. And I forgive you because you're on LSD.
It's the drugs talking. I love you, buddy. I think we have time for one more segment. I believe what people are calling it these days on the streets is corn streaming.
Yep. This is a segment where Zach recommend a movie or a show he have been jerking off to.
Well, I mean, you can't. Fuck you, man. I'm not jerking off anymore.
To the X File.
I mean, there are a lot of mysteries can get pretty hot. I'm not I didn't jerk off to Interstellar, but I did like it a lot. That's the first movie I'm recommending. You can stream it on Amazon Prime for $3.99. My voice sounds fucking trippy, dude. What I liked about Interstellar was I liked shit. Matthew McConaughey. I liked he
Feels like
like
his body, huh?
he does this thing in the movie where he like communicates through a time tunnel that's built in another dimension that exists within a black hole. And I liked how accessible the movie was. It was like pretty boilerplate, simple sci-fi stuff. Just like at first, I was like, "Oh, geez, another movie where astronauts travel through a black hole, go to a solar system that exists over 500 million light years away from them, and time on that planet each second that passes or 1.25 seconds that passes is equivalent to a day on Earth. So an hour on that planet is equivalent to 7 years on Earth. So I was like, pretty run of the mill shit. But I think that Matthew McConaughey and his Southern accent really, really sold it for me that he was a real astronaut.
Yeah.
I give it 10 stars or 9. I give it 9.9 out of 10.
I mean, what stopped you from giving it a 10?
I think that if more screen time for Matthew McConaughey, there was like this whole. I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but it is 2 hours and 49 minutes in running time.
Yeah.
There's this whole like B storyline where they go to rescue Matt Damon, who is on a planet, and then he turns out to be a bad boy, and he tries to kill Matthew McConaughey. And at that point in the movie, I was really attached to his character, also named Cooper, just like my cat. And it really pissed me off, and it took off 0.1 stars for me.
Um,
Do you hear that meow?
as a movie critic, you should let your emotional attachment get into the quality of the movie.
I only give my emotional attachment to the movie a little less than half of a star. I think that any critic that says that they don't do that is lying. And I'm willing to punch Roger and Ebert in their face if they disagree with me. I know one of them's dead, and I'll still do it. Now, I gotta do this. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. You know, like Christ on a cross.
Don't say that right now, man, because you don't know where my mind went when you said that, because my mind's on a different plane right now. Like a plane. Look at that. I've been streaming the revival, the reboot of the Twilight Zone, which is on CBS All Access. Um, and in the Rod Serling role is Jordan Peele, who is what some people are calling the modern master of horror. Um, Now, I've seen both of his movies; they were both pretty good. Get Out was especially really fucking good, and Us was it has its moments. I liked Us, but we're not talking about either of those. We're talking about the Twilight Zone. Now, on this reboot, there are a lot of the same things that you'd see in your standard Twilight Zone, um, such as the narrator. I got through about 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
There was one with Kumail Nanjiani where he played a stand-up comedian. We're comedians.
Yeah.
I don't remember any. I'm having a hard time putting thoughts together right now.
I remember that episode. Like, he's a comedian, and whatever he write in his notebook, it comes true as a sacrifice of something else. So if one of his joke hit, somebody in his life go
Would
away.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that premise has actually been done before on an anime called Death Note, where a guy writes a book and somebody died.
I've
So
seen a little bit of Death Note.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in all, I think the reboot is good. There are some I watched I liked it. And
Like that?
right now, like I know there's another episode that has Jimmy Simpson in it and Gillian Jacobs. Um, and right now, and when I think about it, I'm just seeing a bunch of shapes, some trippy visuals for sure, and I give it a 6.
You give it a 6? Are you sure you give it a 6 because you're on LSD, or you're giving it a 6 because you're sober?
I don't think either of those are fair questions. I feel like they're both leading me to admit to drug use, which I would never do.
I'm worried about your safety after this show, and I mean, your room looked pretty unorganized.
That's I don't think that's the LSD's fault, Ty. I usually take LSD to clean.
So you're gonna be cleaning your room after this?
Probably.
Okay, that's a good
I don't really like to plan ahead for that kind of thing. I just kind of let it go, you know?
Okay, live in the moment, right?
Uh-huh.
So what do you feel like doing right now?
I feel like making a bowl of cereal and just taking a bubble bath. So there's some cleaning there.
Sound relaxing, sound like self-care.
I like Rice Krispies because if you drop them in the tub with you, they pop along. It's that's the end of the show. Do you have anything you want to recommend? Any shows, any movies?
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend some shows from Big Laugh Comedy, which is the brand that, the company that we work under. On Wednesday, which is tomorrow, they have a show called Geek Out, which I think start at 8. And on Thursday, there's a show called Triple Threat, which I think start at 8. And Friday, there's a show called Meme Time, which
In the
is
meantime.
yeah, in the meantime, we start at 8. And there's a new show on Monday called Night Tops. So
That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds great. And yeah, and remember our shows, the show that we have together. Remember that, Zach?
I love it.
Show you're on? Do you know what fucking show you're on right now?
Yeah, it's In the Meantime.
No, it's not, bitch.
No, dude, it's All You Do Is Busby.
I mean, you're 10% correct because you own 10% of the stake in the show, so you're 10% correct.
I don't think you know how to do math.
It's fucking wrong. So this show, we actually have it on iTunes. So you
That's
can
true.
listen to that shit while you're driving and just ignore other people on the highway.
That's the best way to drive.
Yeah, that is the best way to drive.
Just play
Um,
our podcast. Drive the wrong way on the freeway. It doesn't matter because we're all matter that's very loosely connected, and there's really no difference between you or I, Ty. We both could be God.
um, I think I'm a more organized guy than you. If God was organized,
Hey, dude, have you ever seen downtown Houston? You think God's organized? Really? Try again. That's what I tell them.
what's wrong with downtown
Hey,
Houston?
get your ducks in a row. God, Houston's messy. Just the roadway, the road system. It's all very well. That
That's
feels
the
good
number
to
one
do.
money maker in
Ty,
Houston.
you should try to do this. This feels incredible. Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, feel like Tai Chi.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
Ooh.
We do have a we're gonna have a rap battle soon. I keep hearing that. You keep reaching out to my entourage and trying to call me out to throw out a diss track, and that's coming your way soon. I do promise you that.
I heard you have
Um,
a major degree in English.
I do. It's a major degree.
Yeah. And that seemed like the worst choice you can make for a college degree.
Well, the only thing about the degree that you need to worry about is the third degree burn you're going to have after our rap battle. So, if you
Dude,
want to concern yourself with degrees, you know,
you
that's
don't know
what you
my
can concern
resume,
yourself with.
do you, when it comes to rap? You don't
Oh,
know
you
about
don't
my
know my resume either.
I never heard any of your song. People heard my song, Snake and Dicks from Mill. That's just a classic.
Yeah, I heard it. I thought when I listened to it, I was like, good effort, man. That was close. You're close.
Close to what? The Sun?
No, 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 definitely not. Just close to it being like a musically coherent. I would say you're close to that.
Okay.
You're like a stone's throw away from a legit, almost like not okay. Like you know how like on albums they try to like hide the worst song at number 8. You're like close to that.
Okay.
Like
Think I'll put you on the
if we
next.
did an album together, I would just whenever you did your song that my song that you're featured on, I would just like not put that on the album. We do have some donations. Should we go ahead and bring those up?
Yeah. You want to donate money? You watch this.
You want to donate money? That should be
Uh,
coming up on the screen soon.
yeah. This money is going to be donated to the Black Lives Matter foundation that's going on right now. So if you want to donate to a good cause that bring down systemic racism, you can.
There's
And
not a
if
better
you
cause right
don't,
now.
huh?
There's not a better cause than this one right now. That's
Yeah, I
where
don't think
if
so.
you have any extra money that you want to donate to make the world better, this is the correct place to put it.
Yeah,
And you can trust me, I'm on LSD.
yeah. It's better than putting it in somebody's butt.
Hey, that's how you tie it all together. And I tied it all together too. Because your
Dude,
name's
just for
Ty.
that, you're not fired from the show.
Hey.
You're witty. I like witty people.
Yeah, I'm glad that you realized it an hour in that I'm witty.
I think because you're on LSD, but
Maybe,
otherwise, your brain is just like a total.
maybe I should drop acid every episode. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I
Yeah,
will.
you be woke as fuck. You be giving out some Zen advice and think about it.
I think I gave out some pretty good advice when we were talking about anal sex earlier. I do think that's going to be it for us.
Yeah.
Like Ty said, we are on iTunes. We are obviously you're watching us on either Facebook or YouTube or listening on iTunes right now. Donations have been taken care of. Ty, do you have anything else you want to say before we let it go?
Tune in for next week episode, Tuesday 8 p.m. And me and Zach are gonna take care of some personal issue. Not even personal, it's just
Well, it can
emotional.
be personal if you want it to be.
It can be, but
But I think just let everybody know we've already covered anal sex, so I don't want to do this again.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.